Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Super Mega World Series, and we're back to Game 3 here between the Georgia Soul Takers and the Centralia Blazers. The Blazers have been lighting up the Soul Takers here for the first two games to the tune of 14 to nothing and 8 to nothing. It has been a complete one-sided series so far. Now the question is, as the Blazers head home, can they comfortably take the sweep against the Soul Takers, or will the Georgia Soul Takers fight back? We're going to get into this one quickly so we can find the answer to that question. We'll set the lineup for the Soul Takers. They'll have Angel Verde on the mound, who pitched really well in his first appearance against the Apollos back in the first series. Here they'll be sending out a pretty solid lineup altogether. Snag Roper locked in. Jeb Jumps currently tense, but still in the DH role. So we'll see how the team responds after going scoreless through two straight games. On the other side, we're going to see... Oh, I almost forgot. Let me go back for a second because we need to set uniforms. The away uniform for the Beast region here, as we will be heading to the home park of the Blazers. So the lineup here, we have a on fire slash trips who almost hit for the cycle in the last one, I believe, or 2 games ago. I don't remember which one it was, but he is lighting it up right now. Scoops Tomahawking is locked in as well, but Keg and Hercules Bentley are both currently tense. So interesting that there's more tense players on this boss region that just put up 22 unanswered runs versus the team that is currently no runs through the last 2 games. So Wanda Dregler on the mound for the boss region. She did not pitch as well in her first appearance, but we'll see who comes out on top. In Game 3, the Blazers can clinch the series with a win here. The Soul Takers want to try and make this go as far as possible. All right, so we're going to do the baseball thing as Blue Michaels, Snag Roper, and Jeb Jumps will get started against Wanda Dregler. Looking at the boss region, we have seen both of the starters for the Blazers here completely shut down the Soul Taker offense. That has been the story through this series. First pitch swinging and grounding out to second base, and Blue Michaels immediately goes tense after that ground out. So here we are, Snag Roper batting .444 and locked in. We'll take a ball on the outside part of the plate. Ball 2 outside. And a shattered bat. And Wanda Dregler narrowly avoids getting impaled by the head of that bat as Bentley will scoop and step on first for out number 2. So Jeb Jumps, who's tense, swings at the first pitch and he whiffs through that one. High for ball 1, excuse me. And a liner, nice play from Elvis Stanley diving. He gets up and tosses to first to end the inning. So 1-2-3 for Wanda Dregler in the top of the first. The Soul Takers offense continues to struggle. That being 6, 12, now 13. At least going back to this series. I'm not sure if you look back at the first series against the Apollos, but that's 13 consecutive innings with no runs scored for the Soul Takers. Slash Trips is on fire right now, batting .650 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. And he mashes one to left field. That one hits the top of the wall, bounces off, and actually gets past Buck Swiner, who misplayed it. I believe that was going to be a double no matter what, and Slash Trips almost missed just narrowly missed his 3rd home run of the tournament. And still staying on second base, leading things off. And here comes Elvis Stanley. Elvis is currently using his Tier 3 clutch trait to help boost him up in a high-pressure situation. Neutral mojo. And Elvis pushes one up the middle, but Blue Michaels will scoop and toss to first, allowing Slash Trips to advance to third. With 1 out, runner on third already, and Marsha Brown steps up to the plate, batting .444 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Ball outside. Pop up there and foul, so a 1-1 count. And hit off the end of the bat to deep center field. Coming in is Hieronymus Jackson, and Slash Trips, especially with him being on fire right now, easily scoring from third base on the sacrifice fly. And that will give the Blazers another run. Now 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Things continue to pick up exactly where they left off in these previous games. And a base hit up the middle for Marvin Steed. So inning continues. Angel Verde, who pitched really well in the first appearance, has already given up 1 run, 2 total hits. Scoops tomahawking, 632 average, locked in, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Good speed at first. Ball low. Verde still neutral mojo, and he gives up another base hit up the middle. And it's going to be 2 on and 2 out for Cade Gutterson. And with a runner on second, that'll activate Tier 3 RBI hero. Cade Gutterson is tense, but of course those traits are getting that trait gives him a huge boost to his power and contact. 333 average, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. So he's been very productive in this lineup. But he'll ground a short, and Roper will toss the first to finally end the inning. So 1 run. Probably a better outcome than they would have expected here, and that will allow them that will put the Boss region ahead 1-0 here in Game 3. And if they can win this one, it will allow them to move on to the finals. First pitch strike here against Grunt Manley, who is batting 111. We haven't heard many Manley grunts from him in this tournament so far, unless they're the frustrating ones. Pop foul there, 2-2 count. And lined into center field, but Slash Trip reigns over. We'll catch that for out number 1. Hieronymus Jackson, one of the hottest hitters on this team, batting .471, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, has been very cold in the second series. But there he goes, and we have liftoff, folks, as finally that one's been reaped and set into the Shadow Realm, and the scoreless streak ends at 13 innings, as Hieronymus Jackson hits a solo shot, tying this ball game up in the top of the second, and he gets a mojo boost. So with that, we'll see if that wakes up this beast offense with Buck Swiner coming up, batting .250. He'll ground a first, and Bentley will take it to the bag himself for out number 2, excuse me. Henry Hamster batting .214 with 1 RBI. Nobody on, 2 outs. Wanda Dregler got a first pitch strike there. She's got neutral mojo right now. Ball high. And a ball right down the middle, but it's going to be a grounder to short. Albus Stanley will end the inning. And 1 run comes across on the Hieronymus Jackson home run. You can see Cade Gutterson standing there on the bench knowing that he could have added to this run total for the Boss region, but instead it is tied 1-1, and Angel Verde will face off against Uwanga. First pitch taken for a strike. The prayer trait is gone. Ball outside. And a 1-2 count here, and Uwanga sends it to deep left field, but that's tailing just off the face of the wall there in left field and foul. And he'll swing at another pitch, a little dribbler. Angel Verde gets to that one. I thought it was going to get past him, but he's able to catch up to it, scoop, and then turn around, toss to first, all in one motion, allowing him the opportunity to get that out. So 1 out, and we'll see Sting McGee send it to the left field, but that's going to hang up for Buck Swiner. Now 2 outs as Hercules Bentley comes up tense, heading .267. First pitch swinging, he dribbles to first base. Not a good contact there. And Grunt Manley will scoop it and go back to first for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Angel Verde. Huge response there, especially against this red-hot offense. Frank Battery will come up, batting .222. He has been quiet, as has many of the batters on this team. He did break up the perfect game as he looped a little base hit over second in that previous game, preventing Kerwin Arches from having the perfect game. He grounds out to first there for out number 1. This one lofted into center field, and it will get down in front of Slash Trips, who was coming in hard, but knew he couldn't make the play, so he pulls up. Blue Michaels, who's tense after the ground out to second base in his first at-bat, will come up to the plate. Second time around the order here for Wanda Dregler. Always has to be careful against Bloop, but it's going to be a dribbler to short. Elvis Stanley over to second, gets the lead runner. It's going to be a fielder's choice, so good hustle there from Elvis Stanley over to second base, and good hustle from Bloop Michaels to hustle down the line, breaking up the double play. Runner on first, good speed, weaker arm behind the plate. Checking on the runner is Dregler, back safely, and a 1-1 count for Snag. Runner takes off for second base. Nice throw down, and in time! Caught stealing is Bloop Michaels, and that ends the inning. So at bat will reset for Snag Roper next time he comes up. And honestly, to me, that was a mistake because you have one of the hottest hitters, him and Snag Roper and Hieronymus Jackson, both just like the two you can rely on in this lineup. And instead, they decide to try and steal. 2-1 count here for Slash Chips. Double in his first at-bat, and he gets a single here. This guy's insane right now. Just an unstoppable force, pretty much. He is still on fire. And Elvis Stanley will come up 0 for 1. In a high-pressure situation, that Tier 3 clutch trade helps him out a ton. Slasher at first will dive back safely on the pickoff attempt. There is a good arm behind the plate in Frank Battery, so it's going to be a tough play, but Slash right now, his speed is nearly at 125 as he takes off on a fastball and caught stealing dead to rights at second base. So these catchers behind the plate are just not having base runners on the base paths. And a 2-2 count for Elvis Stanley. Lofted into left field, and coming in is Buck Swiner. He's going to get that one in time. Just about waist level where he finally catches that one for out number 2. And here comes Marsha Brown. 444 now as the average. Going to see if she can get a 2-out rally going. And instead, it's going to be a pop-up behind second base. Ranging out as Snag Roper. Call it and catch it to end the innings. So 2 consecutive innings there for Angel Verde. He did allow a base hit, but the runner gets washed off the base pads from a phenomenal throw from Frank Battery. Not expecting much to have happen when you see Slash Trips on fire like that. His speed as high as it was, I can't believe he got rung up at second base. Just a bad break, I think, on that pitch. Snag Roper with a 2-2 count, and he'll pop up in foul territory. Calling that and getting underneath it is Sting McGee. That'll be out number 1. Jeb Jumps comes up 0 for 1. Still tense, batting .250. He's been quiet for a while now. Does have 3 RBIs. Quickly falls behind 0-2, and Tier 2 whiffer activates, and he'll take strike 3, so doesn't count as a whiff if you don't even swing the bat.
Number 3, Grunt Manley.
Grunt Manley comes up 0 for 1. Still looking to try and figure out how to get on base. Swings at the first pitch he sees and pulls it well, foul and out of play. And a grounder off the weird part of the bat, and Tomahawking will scoop and toss to first. So a nice clean inning for Wanda Dregler as well. This game's still tied 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. A little different from what we've seen in most of these games so far. But welcome sight, especially if you are a fan of the Soul Takers. You're just hoping that it can continue like this. And Angel Verde on the mound will serve up a hard hit ball, but tailing foul and just out of play, as that one had the home run distance. Power versus righties is activated, but Steed chasing a silly pitch low and in, nearly at his feet, and he'll strike out looking. Scoop Tomahawking comes up, Tier 3 bad ball hitter, and locked in. 1-1 count. Verde gets a strike there. He's locked in. 1-2 count, and he'll take strike 3. So Tomahawking goes down looking. And here comes Kate Gutterson, who grounded out with an RBI opportunity in his last at-bat. with 2 outs. He ended the inning with a ground out to short. He's still tense. Poor contact there as he fouls it off, and it's an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Just tails out of the strike zone for ball 1, and lofted softly into center field. Hieronymus Jackson will haul it in and ends the inning. So another scoreless inning for Angel Verde. Locked in after a rough first inning, but Hieronymus Jackson, who had tied the game with his home run earlier, he'll walk up to the plate. 500 now with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. He has been one of the most productive hitters in this tournament so far. 2-1 count against Dregler. She's trying to be very careful. She gets a strike in there. 2-2 now. The ball just stays outside on the changeup. Full and a grounder to short. So narrowly avoiding Hieronymus and his very potent bat right now, and he'll lose his mojo back to neutral. So here comes Buck Swiner 0 for 1. 200 average is just continuing to drop. But here he'll send one into center field. It's going to get past Slash Trips, but it recoils right to him. And the perfect play had to be made to keep him at first, and that's exactly what happened there. Slash Trips is a menace out there, and we see Buck Swiner standing on first with 1 out for Henry Hamster. First pitch pops up and foul. Low and outside. And a base hit into right field will keep the inning going here. Now 2 on with only 1 out. And Frank Battery will come up. He's locked in after throwing out Slash Trips on the base paths earlier in the game. 0 for 1 today. Dregler gets pulled early, I guess in the 5th inning here. Taylor McWales will come in with Tier 3 rally stopper. And first pitch low, and it's going to be fouled off. Strike 2 gets taken. 0-2 count, and Swifts through strike 3. So Frank Battery goes down. I don't know if they had lost mojo there, but Juan Rojas will come up 1 for 1 today with a single. Taylor still has rally stopper activated here. 101 miles an hour on the gun as his fastball is lethal right now. There it is again, and it's a 1-2 count. The 2 outs and 2 on. And he goes down swinging. Juan Rojas shatters his bat, making a statement as he's pissed off. Just the frustration building for this Soul Taker offense after continuous failed attempts to score. And outside of that Hieronymus Jackson home run, they have not been able to get much going at all. Uwanga will get pulled for John Renero in this situation against Angel Verde, trying a different approach here. Renero will look at a strike at the top of the zone before fouling one off. 1-2 count. Ball tails out of the zone. 2-2 now, and pulls a string. Strike 3. Angel Verde feeling himself. Sting McGee will come up 0 for 1, and we are here in the bottom of the 5th. The game getting closer to the end. Tied still 1-1, and all it takes is one mistake from Angel Verde, who is getting tired as that one goes just foul. 0-2 for Sting, and he'll dribble one and it goes foul behind the plate. Pushed foul there. Trying to be very defensive here with an 0-2 count. Foul after foul. Sting McGee staying alive. Oh, he gets fooled on the curveball. Drops right into the zone. And Verde with another strikeout. Sting McGee can't believe it. And that's out number 2. Hercules Bentley, he's probably due for a day off, batting .250, tense right now. Gets ahead in the count 2-0. And never mind. Oh, shit. Hercules Bentley off the face of the upper deck. I think that's his first home run of the tournament, and it was a no-doubt shot, 444. Yep, his first home run and second RBI. Almost broke his ankle on the bat, which was there at home plate, and the tie has broken. Angel Verde made a mistake, and it cost him here as he gets pulled for Charlie Best, who has been very overworked, the most consistent appearances of anyone in the bullpen for the Soul Takers. And the Beast reliever will be challenged with getting Slash Trips out, which he does on a liner to second base. Slash getting out for the first time in a long time. And we have a tiebreaker here on the Hercules Bentley blast to right center field. And just like that, the Beast region have their backs against the wall in the top of the sixth. John Renero gets pulled for Hanzo Majiko. Hanzo will be in right field here, defensive substitute. Bloop Michaels will come up. Taylor McWhale stays out there. Bloop falls behind 0-2. Top of the sixth, down by 1. Bloop Michaels sends it to deep center field. This one's carrying. It's got a chance right up against the wall. Slash trips, hauls it in. And that little indent, if it goes a little bit more to the right, he has this one out of here and ties the ball game instead. That's a very, very loud out number 1. Soul Takers fans are holding their breath here at the Tiger Den as they are 2 outs away from being swept here in the second series. And McWales is trying to finish him off. Snag Roper not letting it happen. Sends it to deep right center field, almost the same spot as Bloop Michaels, but this one on a line, and Slash Trips can't get to it in time, so staying in this one a little bit longer, and the Soul Takers will turn to Jeb Jumps. I think this is a good idea to pull in a pinch hitter. Jeb Jumps tense right now. Flash Evans gets brought in to replace Snag Roper, so now we have speed on first. Swinging through strike 1 as Jeb Jumps. Still tense. Pitch out there for ball 1. Runner's not going. And there it goes! Oh, Jeb Jumps! He jumps on one and sends it to deep center field. No doubt shot. Holy shit. Jeb Jumps takes the lead for the Beast region. The first time, 479, his first home run and 5th RBI. First time in this series that the Beast region have finally taken the lead against the boss Blazers here, and Grunt Manley will walk up 0 for 2. Taylor immediately tense. Soul Takers fighting back from the brink of death. Their soul's still alive. And an 0-2 count here for Grunt Manley. He fouls one back. Taylor's still out there, but who knows how long he stays there. I think he needs to get pulled after this batter for sure. 2-2 count with 1 out. And a liner into right field. Hanzo Majiko comes charging in, and he'll catch that on a line. That's out number 2. Hieronymus Jackson got the scoring started for the Beast region as he scored a home run, or hit a home run earlier in this game. Taylor McWales gets pulled for Maverick McMahon. Maverick with a 3.38 ERA. He starts with that slider and drops it in. Fastball high swung through for strike 2. K Neglector will activate on an 0-2 count. Hieronymus outside pitch sent Oppo, and that's going to get out of here. Second deck as the Beast offense starts to finally wake. You've awakened the Beast. 425 Hieronymus Jackson, his second home run of the game, his 4th of the tournament, 10th RBI, and it is now 4-2. Soul Takers, that one has been reaped and sent into the Shadow Realm as Buck Swiner will now come up. The 4-2 lead, McMahon now tense. Swiner swings through strike 2. K Neglector activates for McMahon. Ball low and outside. Swings through strike 3. The inning finally ends, but 3 unanswered runs there. And the top of the 6th, and now the Blazers, in order to win, need 3 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 to tie to move into extra innings. 3 if they want to take this game and avoid going to game 4. Flash Evans will get replaced by Ralph Blue. Ralph will stay at shortstop there. And Tier 3, I don't know how this is in an extreme pressure situation as Elvis Stanley comes up with the clutch trait. Charlie Best tasked with trying to close this game out. 1-2 count and taken outside, just missing the corner there. Ball 2. And he throws the curveball, and Stanley whiffs and misses. Strike 3, and that's out number 1. Marshall Brown will now come up. Marsha looking to try and get on base here. Charlie Best is locked in, and instead she's going to send one out. This one to deep right center field. That's an upper deck shot. Marsha Brown responds in kind as she sends one to deep right center. 438, her second home run and 6th RBI. Someone needs to move that bat because these players hopping onto the home plate as they round the bases is getting riskier and riskier by the home run. We get to now max pressure situation in a 4-3 ball game. Charlie Best went from locked into neutral. Marvin Steed gets ahead of one and pulls a foul. With 1 out, falls behind 0-2 against Best. Best will get him to chase strike 3 out of the zone. 2 outs now for Scoops tomahawking. He's still locked in. 1 for 2 now. Max pressure. 1 for 2 today. Tier 3 bad ball hitter. Can tie things up with 1 swing of the bat here. Takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. Pulls 1 foul. It's a 1-2 count. Can Charlie Best finish this off? No, send it to right field. This one's carrying up against the wall. And just before the warning track, Juan Rojas hauls it in. What a ball game as the Georgia Soul Takers survive that nasty game as they fight back in the 6th inning, winning 4-3. They almost gave it up there in the 6th inning. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Soul Takers, 3 runs on 6 hits for the Blazers. This series might get really interesting as we head back to Tiger Den, for Game 4 now. The Soul Takers giving a little bit of life back into this ball game and this series. Right, for the Blazers, who lost this one, had a 2 for 3 game from Slash Trips with a run scored. 0 for 3 from Elvis Stanley, not what you want to see from your number 2 hitter. Marsha Brown with a home run and 2 RBIs. Marvin Steed 1 for 3. Scoops 1 for 3. We'd like a little more production from them if you're a Blazers fan. 0 for 2 from Kaig. 0 for 1 from Nairub. Renero comes in. He goes 0 for 1 with a strikeout. You see Sting 0 for 2. Hercules with a solo shot as well. That was looking like it was going to be the game winner. And then we ended up seeing the Soul Takers fight back. On the other side, Blue 0 for 3. Snag 1 for 3. He got on base. Flash Evans substituted for him on the base paths and scored a run. Jeb Jumps with a huge 2-run homer. That was the game winner, folks. And then we saw 2 home runs from Hercules. I'm sorry. Hieronymus Jackson's 2nd home run was actually the game winner, as that put it out of reach. And outside of that, not much else going on for that Soul Taker offense. We saw Dregler go 4 1/3. She pitched really well here today. Good response for the Blazers as their 3rd starter, still showing up productively for them. 4 hits, 1 earned run on a home run and a strikeout. Taylor McWales gets the loss as he served up a really nasty home run to Jeb Jumps. 1 1/3, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, and 2 strikeouts. And McMahon, he served up a home run as well. 1/3 of an inning, 1 hit, that home run, and then that strikeout. Angel Verde, rough 1st inning, and he responded really well. 4 2/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs on a home run, and 4 strikeouts. Charlie Best comes in, goes 1 1/3, giving up 1 hit. It was a home run, a solo shot, and 2 strikeouts. He gets the win. So the Soul Takers survived they lived to see another day. Hieronymus Jackson with his 2 home run performance gets the 1 star. Marsha Brown number 2, Jump Jumps number 3. Blazers could not close the deal, and we're going to head to Game 4 next time that we see these 2 teams. Beast and Boss battling tooth and nail. We're going to head to the other side now, though. Next time out, you're going to see the Epics face off against the Blue Ox. We will be heading to Motor Yard for the Blue Ox as they will be coming home. And Ansel Krause will be facing off against, gosh, now I have to go look at the Epics starting rotation. Danny Deals. That is so weird. It'll be Danny Deals, and then Ratana Black is the number 4 pitcher for the Epics. So we'll see Danny Deals on the mound face off against Ansel Krause of the Blue Ox, who did not pitch well against the Dogs in his first appearance. So we'll see how that all plays out. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. The Beast region finally showing some life. They get a win here, and now they are fighting their way back, finally showing what they are capable of when they knocked off the Apollos in round 1. We'll see if the Blazers can to keep it from going to Game 5 and heading back home to Georgia. All right, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.